What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 22 of the Hard Stuff with Bailey and Caleb. Episode 22, that means it is your pick, my man. What are we drinking today?
Today we've got Dead Man's Fingers, pineapple flavored rum.
It sounds terrible right off the rip.
I won't lie, I didn't realize I'd had it before because I believe we've had it through your wife, like you'd said. I realized that after seeing the bottle. But when I went into the liquor store and read it, I was like, this is going to suck. So I just had to go with it.
Wow, great. I like how that's how you picked this week's alcohol.
It was the color. It stood out like a sore thumb on the rack.
Yeah, bright orange bottle.
And I was just like, I'm going with it.
All right. Let's get it on.
And just because of that, I had to bring mix. I wanted something that was going to go down easy. And I think this is the answer, but I don't know how good it's going to taste.
So what do we got? 3 cups, 750 milliliters, 42%.
43.
43? And what it cost you?
$36, I think.
Not bad. It's probably like 28 American, I'd guess. Holy, you are going to lose a finger cutting
Probably,
like that.
hopefully.
Jesus.
What does it say on here?
Just focus on getting the fucking thing open first before you hurt yourself.
Spiced rum from Rum and Crab Shack in St. Ives, Cornwall, England.
Oh, interesting. So it's right from England. Huh.
Punching mics while doing this. I am struggling.
This is incredible. This is going to be the most aggressive intro of crinkled plastic and broken shit that we've had yet.
So we have to give me the better mic because I make a fuck ton of noise. Got it. Okay, the knives away.
That was, holy fuck, that was a headache to watch.
This rum is crafted with the sweet notes of roasted and candied pineapple, well balanced with hints of soft brown sugar and nutmeg, colliding with notes of aniseed and lime zest. I don't know. If you read it, it sounds like not atrocious. But if you know your liquors, anytime you read something like that, they're just selling it because it's going to suck.
I think it is going to suck, especially because I hate pineapples.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Even better. It smells not bad.
Got a lime and Sprite, too, for when it sucks. So that's good.
Yeah, it smells like juice, honestly. Are you butchering my desk?
I don't think so, because there was a seed attached to my blade, so I barely put a hole in it. All right.
Like I said, it smells pretty mild, actually.
It smells like shit,
I kind of
bro.
like the color, though.
No. It smells terrible.
I disagree. I don't know. I don't get much liquor out of it.
All I smell is like a bad pina colada.
Kinda, yeah. I think that just comes with flavored rum, though.
All right. We're just going to have this as like a shooter, you think?
Yeah, I'm not shooting this. I want a good taste. I want to experience the suck.
Holy fuck.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad, but I just hate pineapple. It's not a bad rum. Like, it's super smooth.
It's not, and like we're gonna mix this a little bit. Nothing on the bottle. It recommends actually mixing with a wedge of lime, which we have, but it says to use lemonade, which I could actually see being pretty good.
Yeah, I think you'd really be in pina colada territory there.
But I think, honestly, I'll first sip for this. This is one of the ones that'd be deadly when you're too far gone, and this would go down like juice.
Oh,
there's not enough
warm
burn,
summer's day. Perfect.
Nothing there to like, oh, I'm drinking liquor. You put this in a glass, it looks like liquor, but it tastes like juice.
Yeah, there's no burn or anything.
Yeah.
I just don't like the pineapple flavor. But yeah, very good rum. Smooth.
Affordable for mix, too. I think that would be really good.
Yeah, I mean, $30 for a bottle is pretty good. All right. I'm mixing mine. I don't like the taste of it, so.
What's the rating, though?
Just, see, it's tough for me, right? Because I hate pineapples. So there it is. It can't be a 10 right away. But it is a super smooth rum. Realistically, I would give this like a 7. Like, it is a good, clean rum. And I think if I liked pineapples, it'd be the shit.
This is going to kill me here. I don't ever have pop. This is going to be sweet.
Dude, it's Sprite. You'll be okay. Guy finally gets his own knife, and he still uses mine to stir his drinks.
Exactly. I'm an idiot. Your knife needs a sharpening.
That's all I'm going to say. I will never be sharpening that knife. If you could cut me a lime wedge, though, that'd be great, guy.
What would you mix this with ideally then? If this is all you had on your shelf, what do you think you'd go for?
If this is it,
would you try and get rid of the flavor?
Yeah, me personally, I would. Yeah, 100%. I don't know what I would do. Lemonade does sound like it'd be all right. Maybe even like a ginger ale, though.
Ooh, actually, yeah, I kind of see that. We'll see how this tastes, though.
I just fucking sprayed lime all over my junk. Fuck me, man.
We've got it together today.
It's just doing great today. All right. So we got lime, Sprite, and Dead Man's Fingers. What'd you do, about 50-50?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, okay.
It's just juice.
I still don't love it, but it is better.
Yeah, to me, the flavor's not strong enough to be... Like, I enjoy this. I can't say that.
No.
It's going down easy. It's a simple, inexpensive drunk, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if all you're looking for is to get loser pissed, I think this is a great bottle of rum to buy.
But I think my critique to it, too, is like advertising pineapple-flavored rum. It's not strong enough for that. It doesn't come through.
I totally disagree.
To me, to get more flavor out of this for a pineapple drink, you'd have to mix it with some pineapple juice and then whatever you're mixing it with. It just, I don't know. I don't find it that strong.
I don't find it that strong, but I hit the pineapple right away.
It's probably because you don't like it, though. You notice it.
I can pick that flavor right away.
I'm going to give this like a 6.5.
As a mixed drink or just as the rum?
As a rum. As a mixed drink, I don't know, 7.
Yeah. All right.
It's enough to drink. Like, I wouldn't say no to one in the summer.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to say no to any liquor in the summer, but I'm giving it like a 7. I like it more than like a spiced rum, but I just hate the pineapple. I think it's a good rum. I just don't like the flavor.
Okay, so Dead Man's Finger, Sprite, and lime. Would you take this over a Captain Moe's and Coke?
No shot.
Okay.
Never. No, absolutely not. Ridiculous.
Okay, so what would you like to move into today then?
All right. I want to start with America's favorite little brother.
Oh my God. We have a running theme of this.
It's because he makes a lot of headlines.
Okay, what do you do now?
So over the weekend, Patrick Mahomes had his bachelor party finally. I don't know when their actual wedding date is, but...
Okay, so they are just engaged then?
Yes.
For some reason I thought they were married already.
No. Patrick and Brittany are not married yet. He had his bachelor party last weekend in February. In Vegas, invited some of his teammates. Travis Kelce was there, whatever, a couple of his homeboys. Jackson did not get the invite, apparently. He was not spotted in Vegas with his brother and the crew.
That's awesome.
So,
before even getting into this, though, like, I kind of agree with that after his track record recently.
Don't worry. It gets worse. So, after this happened, Jackson's now moving to L.A. So, whatever that means for the Kansas City Chiefs, I'm hoping to see him at less games.
Yeah.
I'm sure Patrick is hoping to see him at less games. And his first order of business in L.A. was to scam a local candy shop.
Really?
Yeah. So there was this candy shop on Instagram. I don't remember the name of it. But he messaged them on Instagram, kind of was like, hey, I'd love to try some of your products. Like, could you send over a box, whatever? Like, and they were like, yeah, sure. Like, as long as you tag us in like a story or a post or something, that way we get the publicity. Like, we'll send you one for free. No big deal, whatever.
Yeah, easy deal, yeah.
Yeah, like influencers do that shit all the time. So they send over this candy box. They message them. They're like, hey, it's been sent. Let us know when you get it. Like 4 days later, the candy shop messages them again. And they're like, hey, it says it's been delivered. Did you get it? And like 2 days after that, they're like, hey, if you wanted a free box of candy, you could have just said so. Like, you didn't have to scam us. So they posted this all over TikTok and Instagram and whatever. And Jackson is not holding up so well with his TikTok community, it looks like.
Just getting lit up for it.
Just getting absolutely
So there's
smoked.
did he do anything on TikTok with any of the candy, do you know? Or just like
No,
nothing?
there was zero publicity for this candy shop.
That's brutal.
Sent him the box. That was it. I haven't heard anything like from Jackson's side. Haven't seen a post. Haven't seen anything. But the candy shop straight up just posted all over TikTok. Posted the DMs with him. They just put him right on blast.
I don't know. Like, being that store owner, like, I get it. Who he is, blah, blah, blah. Do you risk that? Because I feel like he doesn't have a bad track record of maybe his business stuff. Like, I think that would have been a safe bet. Because even if he did something dumb with it, it's publicity.
Yeah,
but
no
now that he's doing that, like,
publicity.
with a simple candy shop, I bet you that closed so many doors.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, honestly, I'm going to guess this. I don't know what the box of candy was, but even like an exotic shoebox full of candy, it's probably only like $100.
So, yeah, even if it's $100 in candy.
Yeah. It's like, sweet, dude. All you had to do is make an Instagram story. Like, you probably didn't even have to make a post. Like a 24-hour story.
Yeah.
Just say, yo, thanks for the care package. This shit's great. That's it.
That's awesome. Like, what an idiot.
Like, no wonder he didn't get invited to the bachelor party, man. That guy's got bad publicity written all over everything.
Well, look at what his track record is, though. Like, last time he was drunk, he got on a fucking bull.
Oh, yeah. Tried to molest that girl in a hotel lobby.
So you go to Vegas for a bachelor party. I can't even think of what would have happened. I think that was a very safe bet to not invite him.
So
That's probably why I didn't make the candy video. He's just sulking.
Yeah, I could see that. Probably fucking dancing on somebody's memorial with candy bars in his pockets. But I just wanted to ask, is he the, like, you can go players, coaches, whatever. Is he the most hated person associated with the NFL right now?
I don't know. Just because, like, for what I hear about it, I would say yes. It's just for me on my feeds, he doesn't pop up much.
No, I have not seen a single TikTok. I must be on a better algorithm because I haven't seen him on anything. Not a single TikTok, not a single Instagram post.
Or it just sucks so bad that you only pick him up in, like, the ESPN's laugh hour.
I don't even get him then. I must be on a good side of the social media because I legitimately have not seen a single thing he's created other than when we put him on blast.
That's awesome. Well, and that's just it. Like, the only downside to this is if you Google Patrick, blah, 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 or you're trying to look up him for anything, and then guess what? It's his brother.
Yeah, you will see something about Jackson for sure. Or his wife.
Yeah. Which sucks for him. I won't lie. I wouldn't invite him either.
No. Good call, Patrick.
Especially when you're trying to have a good time with your friends. You don't want your brother fucking it up.
Yeah. Could you imagine the kind of shit that he would stir up on Patrick's bachelor party? Good Lord.
No, I can't. That would just, no. I'm going to have to add him on TikTok. I'm going to go that far.
Oh, my God. I will not be doing that. All right. Let's stick on sports for a little bit. We had the Arnold Palmer Invitational this weekend.
Still going on.
Yep. Still going on. Tomorrow will be final round. Already there's been a couple of professional gaffes, I'd say.
Yeah.
So let's start with world number one, Mr. John Rahm.
John Rahm. I don't know what hole it was on, actually. But me and you play golf.
Yep.
Yeah, we allow a 4 or 5, sometimes a 6-inch gimme. Fuck it.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
We're out there to have fun.
Yeah, if it's within the putter grip, you're good to go.
Well, it just got reassurance on the tour now that they don't allow gimmies at all.
No.
And John Rahm walked up to his, I think they said it was like a 5.5-inch putt.
Yeah.
And he goes for it, lines it up, looks good on the strike, and then he taps it, and it goes about 2 inches.
Yeah, I don't even know if that ball made a complete revolution on the grass.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if he chunked that putt, like if he just hit turf, or if he just decelerated so incredibly quickly that he barely touched the ball.
I think that's what it was. And it's even funnier because when you watch it, you look up any of the clips, the commentators throw out instantly right away, number 1 ranked player in the world at the moment.
Number 1 ranked player in the world misses a 5-inch putt.
Everyone has a bad day, I guess. Not even misses it, just fucks it.
Yeah. Yeah, didn't even make it to the hole to miss it. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
I couldn't even imagine that. He was a good guy about it, though, just continued on, putt it, walked off.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's like all those cameras are on me. Just keep the calm head. Me personally at that level, I probably would have just went back to the hotel.
Oh, yeah. If I'm getting paid millions of dollars to play golf and I miss Well, like you said, I don't even miss the 5-inch putt. I don't even make it to the fucking hole on a 5-inch putt. I'm probably breaking that putter right there.
Yeah, well, at least he kept his cool over someone else.
Yeah, or I'm throwing it in the lake like Mr. Matt Jones.
I didn't even hear about that, and that just makes my day.
Yeah, so like you said, on the opposite side of pros keeping their cool, Matt Jones misses, I don't know, look, maybe 8 feet?
Yeah, something even if it was 10, whatever.
Yeah, between a 6 to 10 foot putt, he just pulls it a little bit, pulls a birdie putt, and it ends up, I don't know, 4 inches to the left of the hole.
Yeah, he walks it in.
Perfect weight, perfect
Not even
everything.
mad, though. Like, if you guys watched the clip, he walks it in, goes around the ball, taps in, fine. And I don't know, haven't watched it all, like if he was just having a bad game or a bad hole leading up to this.
He was +2 by the 11th.
But the thing is, I don't know how that sits for this course because I was looking it up. I haven't been able to watch any of it, but I've been kind of watching the highlights.
Yeah.
And it has to be a tough course because I think winner over, day 3 today, he's -2.
No.
Or leader, sorry.
No, it's got to be better than that because Rory was -7, I think, at the end of yesterday.
Was it?
Yeah. I think maybe -2 on the day.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. I'm just saying, a much tougher course than we've seen recently. Okay, so leaders right now are -7. So round 3, even -1. So it's been a tough day.
Yeah, so Victor Hovland shot a +3 today, and he's still in third. So it is a tough course. Absolutely.
Especially compared to the recent ones. Like, everyone's going -10, -11.
Yeah,
kind of
waste
thing.
management, fairly easy. Genesis Invitational, fairly easy.
Yep.
At least it would seem. Like, you and I are shooting 105, but whatever.
Minimum.
Yeah, whatever. But
Might lose 105 golf balls.
yeah, no shit. But to see Matt Jones, whatever, +2 on the day, like that's still a competitive score at this course.
Yes.
Like it's nobody's shooting -10s, but to see a professional blow whatever 10-foot putt, sure, like you said, walked it in, tapped in for his par, not even a bogey. Like he tapped in for a par.
Yeah.
You can hear him on the clip say, "That's it. I am so done with this," and just two-hand hucks that Scotty right into the lake.
I want to know when you like email or call your sponsor afterwards, like, so.
Yeah, the phone call with Titleist after.
Like, what'd you do to it? Yeah.
Yeah. Is it broke? Is it bent? Well, it's going to be rusty.
Or are you the sponsor guy, manager, whoever's watching that, watch that happen, you're just waiting for your phone to ring.
Mm-hmm. You see it leave his hands and you're already trying to find a spare grip for him for the next round?
Not even that. I just light him up. It's like, where'd it go? What'd you do with it?
Yeah. So this is weird, eh?
But just looking at these standings, Ram is in 17th. Without
Even.
that botched putt, he would be tied in 12th.
Yeah. So,
That blows.
yeah, tied for 17th is sitting even after 3 rounds.
Yeah.
So this is a tough course. That's incredible. But whatever.
Almost 7,500 yards.
Yeah. I mean, it's a long course. I mean, it's fucking Bay Hill. It's by Arnold Palmer. It's got to be tough, right? That guy was a great golfer.
Rory's T6. Okay.
Okay, so he fell out of first because I believe he was first after Friday.
Well, he fell hard then.
Well, yeah, he shot a +4 today. So, but I just want to get back to it. What do you think of pros? I'm gonna say it, just flipping out, just tossing shit.
I don't know. I
breaking
like
shit.
seeing it because I get, and I don't know. I haven't seen if anything's come of this. We've always talked about, like in the past, PGA has been pretty strict on this. You can't even swear on camera half the time. You have to be really held. Like, I don't know if you're throwing them a fine, making them do an apology PR thing or not. I like seeing it as a Joe blue-collar golfer because guess what? If the pros can have a shit day and just kind of lose the mental game, it makes it more relatable to me.
Oh, yeah. I like seeing
I've
that they're
never
human.
buried my fucking putter at the bottom of the ocean, but guess what? The fact that he did that is just like he's having a bad day.
Yeah. I like seeing that they're human. It's just, it's funny to watch and the reaction from everybody else. Ooh, why'd he do that? That was still a par. You can hear, like, if you watch the whole clip, why'd he do that? That was still a par.
Yeah.
Like, nothing to be upset about. If I make a par on a 2-putt, I'm stoked.
No, and that's just it, though. Like, when you have to be this competitive level, if you're that confident to watch that birdie putt go away, I get it. So be it. That's the difference between $1 million for you.
Yeah. No, that's true. And he did know he missed it as soon as he hit the putt.
Oh, yeah.
Because he picked up right away, started walking to go hit his second putt.
My thing with that is, if you want to penalize the guy for whatever bad TV, which I don't agree with anyways.
No, he didn't cuss. He didn't throw a fit.
You should just put out a little thing from the sponsor saying, we've made him purchase his replacement or something dumb.
Yeah, all $600 of his winnings went to a new putter. But he had to finish. So I don't know if, like, you probably know, but a lot of the viewers don't understand the rules of golf. If you break a club in frustration, lose a club in frustration, whatever, you're not allowed to replace it mid-round. Mm-hmm. So he had to finish this round putting. I believe they said he used his hybrid.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What hole was that on?
11. So he still had 7 more to go.
What? Where did he place right now?
I don't know. I don't even see him in the top 30. Matt Jones. He might not have even made the cut. Not looking great.
T58.
T58 shot a +4 today, sitting +5 overall, and needs a new putter.
Has had better days.
Oh, that's tough, man. I don't think he's young. I don't know.
You click on him on Google, all 4 top stories. Launches putter into lake.
That's so fucking
He's having
rough.
a good time right now.
He's not a young guy. Like, this is a guy that's been on the tour for a while. Like, he should know better. But I love it.
That's what I mean, though. I don't fault the guy. I think that's awesome.
No,
I'm
I don't
sticking
fault
to
him
it.
either.
I
It's
don't
fucking
care.
hilarious. All right.
What about, we got anything else on sports?
Yeah,
here?
we got the last one. Cain Velasquez.
Oh, I didn't even see you put this on the list, but I found it afterwards. I went to add it. Like, oh, he already beat me to it.
Yeah. So Cain Velasquez, very good UFC fighter.
Ex 2-time champion or something.
Yeah, like he has a storied career, honestly.
Yep.
Very good. Got into an incident with the law and shooting someone.
Yes, he is currently in prison at the moment.
Yeah. He did not shoot the guy that he wanted to shoot.
He did not. Shot his stepdad.
Yeah. So story is, the guy, I don't even know the offender's name, but he molested a young girl.
Relative.
Yeah, a relative of Cain's.
Allegedly very numerous times.
Yeah. So Cain kind of tracked him down to wherever and unloaded. This is alleged, but what I heard is over 100 rounds in the direction of the man.
Okay, I didn't hear that. Either way, again, from me trying to do research on this, from
A lot of things are
very
hush.
unreliable outlets.
Yeah.
There's so many different stories.
Yeah.
But all it was that I got is, yes, he fired rounds. What happened is the person that he was trying to get, his stepfather and stepmother, I believe, were in a truck leaving. He shot at the vehicle, and he only managed to hit the stepfather, which was driving.
Well, it's super shitty to say, but I do not fault Velasquez at all.
Exactly. And the only common thing, and again, this is alleged, this is not fact. I can't speak to that.
Yeah, we don't have any 100% facts right now.
This person that he was trying to get at already has a history, is not supposed to be within 100 yards of kids under 14 years old, wears at one point wore a fucking ankle bracelet or something like a monitor.
Yeah.
It's like, this is a very known predator.
Yeah, he's known to the law for sure.
So, and then this happened, ended up hitting the wrong person. Cain Velasquez is facing charges on like attempted murder,
Assault
intent
with a
with,
deadly weapon.
deadly weapon in a public setting. He must have followed him in a vehicle or something. I didn't read it, but he's also facing charges from discharging a vehicle or a firearm from a moving vehicle.
Oh, so he was definitely chasing him down, just spraying out the window.
Something like that, yeah.
Fair enough. I don't fault the guy at all.
No, in that sense.
No, like...
And that's the difference. If you look into this, almost before, like if you just simply Google this, all the posts that come up aren't even about the incident. It's about the outpouring support that he's getting from the entire community of like the UFC and all these different fighters and stuff.
Did you see Joe Rogan's comment
did.
last night?
He said, so anyone that hasn't seen it, he came out and said the only thing that he's upset about is that Cain Velasquez didn't do it with his hands.
Yeah,
he said he should have went up to the car, pulled him out of the vehicle and just beat the fuck out of him.
Murdered him with his own hands was the quote.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Like, holy shit. That's not a guy that I would piss off, right?
No shit.
He's like a middle heavyweight or something. Like,
he's a big fucking guy.
Yeah. Like,
that knows how to do damage.
He could easily kill a man with his hands.
Yes.
Like, I think you're honestly lucky that he decided to shoot at you because apparently he's a terrible shot.
Well, that's the only downside. And again, I don't know if they were like harboring him, if this was just a fucking family drive. I don't know. It does suck that he didn't hit the intended person.
Yeah.
Not that I wish harm on anyone, but it's just like if you're going to go
But we kind of wish harm on this guy is what we're getting at.
Yeah. That's on the internet forever now.
I don't even care. If Joe Rogan can say it, I can say it. But, man.
So the downside is, though, he got arrested for this. All these charges are floating around now. They're dealing with that. The judge went out, said there was no attempt at bail. Like, they took all that off the table.
Really?
There's a bunch of different UFC fighters doing, like, GoFundMes, different kind of fundraising things, just for legal fees alone.
Yeah.
And, like, the community is standing beside him, that's for sure.
And I like to see that because I think it's just like a pretty common thing. It's like, hey, we don't like predators in the world.
Well, no, and I 100% agree with that, but I want to play devil's advocate just for the sake of conversation. Do you think this will fall prey to like an attempt on like cancel culture?
100%. It will. Absolutely. The next thing you'll see is fucking, I can't think of the American gun group's name, but the American group that always advocates for guns.
Yeah.
They're going to be attacked, of course. Biden's going to have to make a statement on gun safety.
No, I think there's a different dilemma with that at the moment.
Well, whatever. But yes, this will fall into cancel culture, and this will fall into the pro-gun, anti-gun, because everything always does. And especially, especially with where
especially when
North
you add
America
a high-profile person.
Yeah, especially with where North America is and how we treat quote-unquote celebrities, because he is a professional athlete, and he has been for a long time.
He's got a following, yeah.
Somebody will try to blame him because he had a gun. 100%.
See, and the interesting thing with this, though, because that's what I looked up. I'm pro firearm, period. And he didn't get any charges for unlawful possession of firearms and stuff like that from what I could see. So from what he did in the situation is he was
a legal gun owner.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he possessed legally. I don't know where this happened, even what state it was in, blah, blah, blah. The only issue for him in that sense is that it was attempted murder and not self-defense.
Yeah. And like, I would like to think that a reasonable judge would be like, you have to go to some anger management classes.
And I can't even put a comment on that. I don't know. I can't imagine how this will play out in court.
No, I'm excited. Well, I'm not excited. That sounds like a shitty thing, but I want to keep following this, and I want to see what happens. Because people like the man that he was shooting at probably deserve to not be around.
Well, and that's what I mean. I'm curious to see how that will go for the jury.
Yeah. I think if it goes to a jury, he'll be fine. If it's just a judge's, like, this is it, that's what you get, I think he will serve some time.
And again, I'm not weighing in on the sentence and what's right or wrong here, because
I will.
No.
Jesus.
Hold on. I get the point of that, but you can't argue he could have gone about this a better way. Even in Joe Rogan's quote, he said, I would have rather seen him run him off the road first and pull him out of the car. Yes, that would have been way better.
Yes, you're right. The only thing he could have done better is been a better shot. No, been a better shot.
I disagree. You don't put public in danger when you're doing that. And if you're driving down a fucking road shooting at a car, that's what happens.
No, but if you're a better shot, you only hit the intended target.
No.
Public's not in danger.
Have you seen the clip? We're tying into this. Recently, it was like a month ago. They're in Florida. It was a man driving in a semi-truck.
Yes, I saw him shoot out his fucking front windshield, and yes, I saw that.
It's the same thing. That was, I don't know what actually happened in that court case. It was, he claimed self-defense. He got shot at first, or what he thought he was getting shot at first.
Apparently, feel like there's a big difference there.
Anyways, that was his claim. So he did what he did, sped up and shot. And
he didn't shoot. He dumped a whole mag.
From the initial press, though, people took the self-defense thing no problem. The main issue with that is I don't even think he injured the guy. So he empties an entire mag, which is 10 to 15 rounds,
Yeah.
and they didn't hit the fucking guy. They went everywhere but the fucking guy.
Well, as
That's
soon
in
as
that car. That's in the 2 cars that are the 2 lanes over. That's everything around it. That is irresponsible.
that's irresponsible, I agree. What Velasquez did, I support 100%. I will never have a problem with people shooting at pedophiles.
My stance on this is that you could have done this in a much better fashion.
Yeah, you're right. You could have had your friend drive. That way you could have had both hands on the gun.
I'm going to leave this there. That's all I could say.
Okay, so to wrap up sports, actually, I think that was it. All right. I want to talk about one thing before we move into gaming and everything. The Felicity Ace, the ship carrying numerous Porsches, McLarens, etc.
Okay.
Did you hear about that ship that caught on fire in the ocean?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so a transport ship, primarily carrying cars out of Europe, mostly McLarens, Porsches, like your higher class but not supercars.
Okay.
Caught on fire.
McLaren's more of a... Okay.
But I don't mean like...
There's no P1s on it?
No, it was like your 500 series or your whatever. And your Porsches. So about a week ago, I believe, something happened. I don't know. There hasn't been a release that I've seen enough of. But the ship caught on fire in the middle of the ocean.
Yep.
So they
Heading
were...
to North America?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was an import ship coming to North America. So what happened is they caught on fire. They were kind of stranded in the Atlantic, essentially just burning down. They safely got everyone off, like everybody evacuated. I haven't seen any reports of deaths, injuries, anything like that, but they did have to leave the ship.
Yeah.
And because it was so deep in international waters and it wasn't really safe to go try and save the ship, they just let the fucking thing burn.
Really?
Yeah. So 3 days ago, so Thursday, the 2nd, I think, 1st, I don't know, whatever. 3 or 4 days ago, the ship has finally sank, as a burning ship would.
Yeah.
Full of what they imagine still kind of intact Porsches, McLarens, European exotic cars. And they have made a statement. If you can go down and get one and salvage it, it's yours. You can have it.
Yay. Again, it'd be different if you're like, guess what, guys? There was a Bugatti Noir on there.
Yeah.
Go get it.
Well, it's still a McLaren, like 520, though.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked.
It's a little bit of water damage.
A little. That's like saying it's a little bit and it's fucking flooded up to above the windshield. Oh, well, guess what? It's in 2,000 feet of water.
I don't know actually how deep it was because it was supposed to be kind of close to shore because everybody did get home safely.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get one of these if you got an extra submarine or something?
Not even that. I don't have access to a barge with the crane and the dive gear and the submarine to go down there and figure that shit out. Because I'm guaranteeing they're mostly... Was it like one of those car carriers or are they in containers?
I believe they were in containers.
Okay, so that makes it a bit easier. But still, by the time you get into chartering that boat, even honestly, if you could get 10 containers up,
Yeah.
you get in there and then return on investment past the damages, there's no way you even break even.
But they're in containers. Some of them might be airtight still.
No shot.
Why
We
not?
deal with containers all the time. You're going to say those are fucking airtight?
Some of them.
No.
Could be.
No fucking shot. Not to mention, I guarantee those containers don't hit the water, go down evenly. If anything broke loose, blah, 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 you're going to find a McLaren upside down.
Yeah, that's true. I'll give you that part.
Let alone something that's fire damage. Not even the fire damage, but smoke damage getting into those. That whole thing is fucked.
There's no smoke damage once it's all the way underwater.
No.
You wash that shit away.
Exactly. Before it goes down, you like fill it full of smoke. Then you got like soot in the water that sits in that container.
I don't know.
I know. There's no shot I'd go for that. It'd be cool as like, I'd love to see 20 years from now someone does that and like sells it as a art piece. Because that's all it would be.
2022, Porsche 911 destroyed by water.
Because, yeah. Again, even, because I bet you that would be the collector value if they came out with the log and there's some one of 10 fucking car on there, something like that.
Yeah, they haven't released a list or anything or said if there was anything special on it. They just said primarily Porsches, some McLarens.
I just want to see that. I want to be on the line for the guy that calls the insurance company.
So I don't know how you tell you this, but we fucked up.
Not even that, because that's on the shipping crew. Whatever caused the fire, who cares? But it's like the dealer that loaded that or the manufacturer, like whoever that is dealt with in logistics.
Yeah.
Call the insurance company. So remember that shipment we insured? It's got like this 100 cars on it. Like, yeah. What about it? It's at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, I'm going to need a return on that one.
It's like, shit. Not even that. Like, I would be surprised to see what happens, because good luck investigating that fire.
Yeah, no shit.
It will be the dive team going down from the insurance company.
Yeah, they'll be like, we gotta make sure that this is not on us. Oh my god, that's incredible. I just felt like I needed to tell you about that.
No, I like that. That's because actually, on a complete side note from that, today I was looking at a little news article. Someone pulled up a container that is 2 years old now, 2 brand new Chevy Silverados in it.
Oh god.
For the same thing, the container went down. And I don't know what the incident caused. It was a container that had 2 trucks in it. They brought it up and they were just fucked. They spent 2 years in the ocean, and there was nothing salvageable about it.
That is awesome.
In a container as well.
Yeah, well, it's a Chevy though. All right, so let's stay on cars. We'll go cars and games here. Gran Turismo 7 just got released this week, I believe.
Yes, and I can see your point up here. I don't know much about it. The only comment that I could put, because I looked into this game, it's getting decent reviews as a car game and graphics and stuff like that. So I think it's promising in that. I haven't played it. I'm not really planning on buying it.
No, I'm not planning on buying it either. If it comes on Xbox Game Pass or something, I will try it.
Yeah.
Because I did play a lot of the Gran Turismos growing up. Like, I had fun. They were fun racing games. But the one thing that I really want to hit on is they are getting absolutely flamed for their microtransactions going on. So
I just... not even blaming Gran Turismo. I feel like we should be past this by now. You look at EA that's been roasted for every fucking game they bring out. You think companies would be smarter not to try and just bankroll everything off microtransactions?
Don't worry. When I tell you the prices, it'll get a whole lot worse.
Oh, let's hear it.
So the game came out a week ago or whatever the hell it was. Microtransactions came into the game yesterday or the day before.
Okay.
So they spent 1 week with the game, no microtransactions, whatever. No paywalls, nothing.
Yeah.
They finally announced their shop, store, whatever the hell you want to call it. And some of these cars, because that's what you buy with these microtransactions.
Fair enough,
just different cars that you can't unlock or you need to unlock them earlier or whatever.
Yeah.
Some of these cars are going for as much as $40 USD.
Really?
For a single car on one single microtransaction.
That's what, $55 Canadian?
Roughly, yep.
That's fucked. You spend $80 on this game.
Yeah, because it will be an $80 game because it's next gen this and all that shit.
It's just new. At least
Yeah.
for anyone that's listening, anything that comes out in Canada is between $80 and $90.
Yeah, that's your minimum new AAA video game.
Yep.
Yeah. And now you have to spend, well, you don't have to.
You don't have to. That's the
Yeah,
nice
you
part.
absolutely do not have to. However, you're being encouraged to spend up to $40.
I'm going to hit a sore spot then for this for you. What do you justify? I get the difference between a free game and getting this for the microtransactions.
Yeah.
But I know someone here recently has dumped some money into a mobile phone game.
Oh, yeah, fuck. 100%.
No, but that's what I'm curious. So you spent almost a similar amount in microtransactions for that, like per microtransaction. I
Yeah.
get the difference is that the phone game is free to start.
Yeah.
But do you kind of compare that? Like, I mean, if you put yourself in the situation where, like, this is your game of the next 2 months, you're going try hard, or maybe on a competitive level, although, I don't know. Take that back. I don't want to say that because
I don't know I don't know what the e-racing scene in Gran Turismo is. I don't know any about that, so I agree. It might not be a pay-to-win thing. Like, it could just be to have a good time online. It could be to accelerate your own racing career, whatever.
Because the only reason I support that, maybe, is if you treated it kind of like an NFT, where you could at least, like, in Forza, you can auction cars off later, that it's so rare you can make the value out of it.
Yeah.
Spend your $40 now, and guess what? Maybe in 2 years it's worth 60, whatever.
Yeah, as long as it was like a limited run on that car, sure.
Well, and that, because we've seen in previous games with microtransactions, games like to fuck that up.
Halo?
Anything. Like super rare, one-time run, 3 years later. So just kidding.
We rebooted it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fortnite was even bad for that. Not that you can sell or trade skins, but if you didn't play as much, but season 1, I think it was, Red Knight came out.
Oh God.
It hit the store once, very, very rare. Lots of people are like, oh, there's more shit. Lots of people didn't buy it, right?
Yeah.
They went like, I want to say 3 or 4 years. Same thing. It was one of the most rare skins, blah, 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 blah. They hit like year 4, and within 3 months, it hit the marketplace like 3 times.
That is brutal.
And it just pissed everyone off.
That is so brutal. I don't have a problem with microtransactions. Like free games, paid games, whatever. I don't have a problem with it. The only part of it that I have a problem with it is the loot boxes. Like if you can only get a skin by buying a box, like CSGO is a prime example
I said,
for
did
it.
you like that or no?
The loot boxes?
Yeah.
No, I hated it.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're not a gambler then?
Which is totally wrong because there's nothing I like more than fucking heading into the casino and fucking playing blackjack and getting hammered.
I won't
responsibly.
lie, as far as microtransactions went, even CSGO, I used to play back in the day, and I probably put $100 or $200 into like those boxes just for the same thing. You watch all these streamers do it.
Yeah, they get knives, they get gloves, they get all this shit that's worth like honestly real money, like some of these skins.
I don't know how much money there's in it. You've seen some of my stuff too. Like I've got some cool, fun, rare stuff.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
from that. But it's not it's never been for the intention of gambling in a way.
No, but
there's nothing better saying though, like, I got better shit than you.
Yeah, that's true. When somebody requests a drop because you got the skin, it makes you feel pretty good.
Yeah.
But I hate that part of the microtransactions, like that you don't know or you're not guaranteed to get something decent. Like at least with Fortnite and their marketplace, when you buy a skin, you're buying that skin 100%. Could be $15, $20, but you're still buying that skin.
And I think I disagree.
Oh,
like,
man.
I like that, but I think if you want to risk it for that, I don't know. I used to play WoW, and you used to have to farm bosses for like a 0.001% fucking drop.
Yeah, but that's different. That's all free.
Well, you spend $20 a month to fucking play the game.
Doesn't matter.
It's the same concept though. Like if you want to spend I think CS:GO was like at one point $2.50 or $3.
Yeah,
for
like
key.
$1.79 even.
Yeah, for your 0.2% chance of this, like fucking fly at her. Yeah,
I'm gonna disagree with the comparison you made there between WoW and CS:GO.
I don't know. I don't want to disclose the amount of hours I farmed some stuff and never got it.
I don't know if you could disclose the amount of hours. It's so high up there. But I'm totally cool with grinding. Like I said, I don't know, 10 episodes ago, I used to play the fuck out of RuneScape.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. You kill the same boss 400 fucking times. The thing you want dropped is supposed to be like a 1 in 64 drop rate. Yeah. You never get it because that's the way it goes. But when you're paying like, because that was the same thing, you paid $10 a month to play RuneScape as a member or whatever.
Fair enough, yeah.
It's totally different when you hop into a fucking EA FIFA game or something and you go for a loot box on a character that you want.
Yeah, and I say that as a prime example. I've never had much experience with the sports stuff.
No, me either, but I know EA's caught a lot of flack for their FIFA
and NHL
hut team or whatever you call it.
With the NHL.
I don't know. Whatever the ultimate team is.
Yep.
Where you have to unlock your characters.
You get the packs of cards and shit.
Yeah. And they catch a lot of heat for that. And to an extent, I would imagine that it's kind of like a casino where like the dealer always wins. You know what I mean?
I'd be curious to see the algorithms on that. I have no idea. Like, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, except EA, because I don't expect that from them.
Yeah, EA is just a bunch of dickheads.
But the funny thing is, I know they've gotten his shit for the past. You know, before you used to be like guaranteed epic/rare, blah blah blah. Not even.
I'm okay with that.
But EA got in shit for some. I think it was hockey. One pack you're supposed to get epic/rare, and packs would just come up empty-handed.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with guaranteed one epic. Sure, great, that's fine. I don't know what epic I'm going to get, but at least I know I'm going to get something.
Yeah.
But when it's just like 3 random cards up to epic.
I don't know. If we bring in this mobile game we've been playing, you weren't very happy.
You know what? Technically, I did get my 4-star character. I didn't get any 5 stars, but I got my 4 stars. So, carrying on.
I got a 5-star.
Fuck you. Carrying on from that. I don't like seeing up to epic, rare, whatever the fuck it is, and then you get like common. Because I think that's EA fucking everybody, to be honest.
Yeah,
because they're shady. It's a shady company, and they run things like shit.
Same thing, yeah. When you put money into that, I don't know. You have to be able to take it with a grain of salt. I don't know. I'm not a gambler. I don't like casinos for the same thing that the house always wins. So my opinion doesn't change when it comes to this kind of video game shit.
That's fair.
It's the same for people that grind Apex and trying to get heirlooms and shit like that.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't even know what those do, so I can't comment on that.
It's the same as CSGO, just rare weapons, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But I think it's fucked.
Where I can't, don't quote me on this. I watched a clip, Nick, a long time ago, was doing that. He got like 3 or 4 boxes in, gets an heirloom. They're like, he's like, what is this? Right in the green days of it. His chat blows up. It's like, you're fucked.
Yeah. Fucking streamer loot.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's all it
Biased.
is. Fucking streamer loot.
Someone at EA is watching this like, okay, we're going to do this up.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. I'll hit the button for you, Nick.
It's the same guy that watches Tim's just to fucking do bans.
Yeah, no shit. All right. You got some stuff written down. Let's stick with games. We got...
Okay, before I jump into Elden Ring then, because obviously that's very big right now.
Yep.
I want to talk about Activision.
What have they done now?
So far, they're still being investigated for just monopoly stuff, like financial law, business stuff for the Microsoft buyout.
Yep.
There's been no red flags or anything thrown up yet, so the deal's still moving forward. But since then, Microsoft, I don't know exactly how this works because the purchase is going through, but as far as I can tell, like Microsoft teams have moved in to start like the new management system. Okay. From what I can read online. Yeah. Like they're starting to overhaul, move some teams, do stuff like this, re-function manpower.
Read that. Yeah, I have read that too.
So what happens right now is they're doing that. As far as I can tell, there's no merit to this because they don't release financials like that. They're pouring more money into certain projects. They're giving precedence. Like it seems like they're trying to support Activision quite well. But the issue is no matter how much money they keep pouring into these projects, they're having Activision themselves, not Microsoft, is having a major, major problem attracting any kind of decent talent.
That is really surprising.
It's not, because no one wants to come and work for them because, I don't know, we talked about this, 6 months up to their buyout, there has been nothing but harassment, fucking issues coming out of there, bias stuff.
But that was Blizzard Activision by Blizzard Activision.
They have not been able to drop that reputation. They are very publicly having issues attracting talent for projects.
So when do you rebrand it?
I don't know.
So like,
I don't think they can in that sense. It's just a matter of like, you pick, I don't know, your top 3 picks and you just throw egregious amounts of money at them to get them in the door who have like a good network.
Yeah, and then hope they attract other people.
Exactly. It's like, okay, actually guys, this job's fucking awesome. Come work for me.
Yeah, I could see that, but then I could also see in, like you said, 6 months' time, when do we see this change to Activate by Microsoft?
It won't happen. I don't think so. I don't think they can because of how ingrained that brand is.
Yeah, but it's been a shit brand for 6 months, like you've said.
Yeah, but they're facing legal issues, but that's what I mean. Like you bring in, you go higher up the chain, you find team managers, you bring them in third party that have worked for other platforms. And I think that's the responsibility Microsoft has to take on with capital spending. It's like, here's double the budget. Like, please just fucking come work for us. Like, we're trying to fix this, be a part of the team. And then I think you have to start from the top down for that to get people interested.
I totally disagree.
Because I would hate to see them bring in shittier talent to make shittier games.
Yeah, no, I don't want to see that. But I think at this point in time, you blow it up. You blow it up, you rebrand it.
I don't even think from the professional standard that would piss off more of the consumers. Like, me and you are different. We're not loyal to these games, but honestly, you go 4 years younger than you, people still swear by this. People are diehard COD players. Doesn't matter if it's Warzone or if it's Vanguard. Like,
nobody. Hang on, let's be clear. Nobody's a diehard Vanguard player. The game fucking sucks.
No, there are. Anyone that's fucking 14 or under, guess what? That's still the shit.
Better not be. I will
but not
beat
even
those
that,
kids.
Actually, we are a little closer though. Like, could you imagine a Blizzard rebrand, Elden WoW players and shit like that? It's like, oh, it's no longer or Diablo. That leaves Blizzard. I don't think it's just an Activision thing. That's all. It's such a joint project and company now. Like, people are coming into this. I'm sure they're trying to headhunt guys, and people are like, no, I don't want to fucking go near this.
I'm gonna disagree I agree with you on the Blizzard thing. Blizzard's Blizzard. WoW is Blizzard. Diablo is Blizzard. Always will be. Always has to be. Like that. Those two games have too big of a following with the Blizzard name. I think with Activision, it's one of those companies that they don't produce games every year because Call of Duty will cycle between Infinity Ward, Activision, Ravensoft, Sledgehammer, whatever. I think to rebrand Activision and just do Activision by Microsoft and Blizzard by Microsoft separately. Don't do Blizzard Activision by Microsoft anymore. Drop Call of Duty off Battle.net. Do their own thing.
Yeah.
But get rid of the Activision name. I think, yes, sure, Activision has their name in the Call of Duty hat. But so do 4 other companies, and 3 of those companies do it better than Activision does.
Yeah. I don't know.
Honestly.
I'm really curious to see what happens with this. I was reading into this yesterday, a few days, and it's much more prominent than you would expect.
Yeah, no, it's the first I'm hearing of it, but blow it up. Fuck it. If you're a decent worker,
I don't know, but you don't
around.
spend billions of dollars to do that.
Why not?
Because your consumer base comes from that brand. That's all.
So you think Sony bought Bungie to keep the Destiny players around?
Yes. That's the only fucking game they have. That is a prime example of it's the only fucking thing they have going for them. No. Look, they just put out a major expansion. Everyone hates that it has like time-based walls on it.
They also just caught the most amount of flack in fucking consumer history because if you try to play a Steam game on the Steam Deck, you'll get banned.
Really?
Yeah, sorry. I didn't put this on here. You didn't hear that?
No.
Okay. Destiny 2, product of Bungie, now product of Sony. Well, not technically because they're doing all the legal shit.
Yeah.
You can play it on Steam. You and I play it on Steam. A lot of people play it on their consoles, whatever.
Yeah.
You cannot play this game on your Steam Deck. And if you do, Bungie/Sony will ban you.
For what reason?
I have no idea. I didn't read it because it was one of those things that I read it and said, fuck, I don't care.
That's
carried
impressive.
on. But go ahead, like anybody sitting at home, if you're a Destiny player, if you're somebody getting a Steam Deck, just Google it. Google the Destiny 2 or even 1, I'm not even sure, Steam Deck bans. They will not allow you to play it on the Steam Deck.
That's wild. Like, honestly.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
But I know they've been having issues with that. Like, as far as I know, it's been from like structuring the games for full playability on the Steam Deck. But like, obviously, the whole library hasn't transitioned over.
No, they haven't at all.
Though, actually, today I read there's a hack or bypass out. You can now get Epic games on your Steam Deck.
Yeah, I saw that too. Oh, Fortnite kids and their Steam Decks.
Yeah, I think I'd probably rather play it on that than a Switch.
Yeah, I don't know if I could. I just can't go back to console, I think.
No, never. I'm not a controller player. Like, unless I can't plug my fucking keyboard and mouse into my Switch, I'm not playing it.
I was a controller player for fucking 20 years.
And it didn't help your gameplay at all.
No. And now that I'm MKB, I will not go back. All right. You got Elden Ring up here. What the hell does this mean?
I just wanted to touch on it like I kind of said I would last week. But the funny thing with the news that comes out with this is so there's like an in-game currency / kind of jewel, they call it.
Great.
And what this is you cash that in to level up. So it's like your experience token.
Okay, yeah.
So you can get that and you have to activate it to use it in that sense. And there's been a major draw for people wholesaling these on eBay. So
not surprising.
You can buy levels on eBay.
Not surprising at all.
And they're trying to find a way to shut it down because they don't like it.
Obviously.
And I won't lie, I looked it up. Some of this shit's going for a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
Because it's hitting people. For anyone that hasn't played it, I've watched a lot of footage recently on it. Like, I still haven't played it personally. But it appears to be that when you start the game, everyone was paranoid about the branding and the Dark Souls pass, saying it was going to be too difficult. So I'd say your first few bosses, your entry into the game is actually not bad, regardless of the type of player you pick.
Yeah, you got to get people hooked.
Yeah, it's not overly terrible. But when you get into the end or you start hunting for certain Easter eggs and shit like that, it gets very fucking hard. So rather than people grinding or dropping down and doing different stuff, they're just buying levels on eBay. So what that incorporates is you having to spend your money first and then having the other guy on the other end set up in time to invite you into his server to drop the levels tokens on the floor for you, because there's no in-game trade or shit like that.
Yeah.
You have to be invited in, so it's all on this trust thing too, on top of it.
I feel like real world trading has been around as long as RPGs have been around.
Yeah.
Like, it's not something that we're ever going to get away from.
Diablo had to get rid of their auction hall because it got so bad.
Yeah, and I mean, look at WoW. How often do you see ads for buying WoW gold?
Yeah, gold, character, don't matter.
RuneScape, another classic example of, like, this sounds terrible, but Venezuelan gold farms, they're huge.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Like, you have people running bot scripts on hundreds of computers that just run RuneScape and farm gold, and they sell it.
Yeah.
That's what you do, because it's like $1.50 USD per million.
I won't lie. I've legitimately sold WoW characters in the past to friends.
Oh, yeah.
For that same reason.
Yeah, I've done the same thing with RuneScape or RuneScape items. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. As long as an RPG is around, you will have real world trading.
Blizzard, don't ban me.
I don't think we've said your tag yet, so you're okay. The real name thing might be a problem, but that's okay. But the only thing that surprises me is that this Dark Souls fucking spin-off is multiplayer.
Well, to a point, though, because I agree with the ability to kind of share that. Because the way this works is you join your friend's game and you don't maximal benefit from it. Mm. So, like, you're there to help, more or less, is how they treat it. They said they did the same thing in Bloodborne, which I like. It's a good physic. And I think this is just a way to kind of repay it more if you want. Or, I don't know. I'm a proponent for, like, boosting friends if you want to have a good time.
Yeah, well, how often does that happen in every other game as well, though?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It sucks because there's almost no way to govern this from boosting friends to being able to sell that shit.
No, and yeah, you are correct there. Like, if as long as there is multiplayer, there will be real world trading.
Yeah. But actually, so there, all that aside, what's your stance on it? Do you think it should go? Do you like it? Do you think it should be governed?
I don't know. I think it's good to go. It falls into a microtransaction. That's all it does. It's just not with you and the company. It's with you and another player. What the fuck's the difference?
Well, they're not getting their 2 cents.
What a darn shame that $1 billion company is not getting their $1.50 from me. But that's what it comes down to for me is, yes, I think it's cool up to a point.
See, and my personal thing is I agree with it for the sake of rarity, cosmetics, all this different stuff.
But I don't want pay to win.
Such an anti-person for pay to win.
Yeah, I don't want pay to win.
Dumbest thing ever.
If, like what you're saying with Elden Ring, because I haven't paid enough attention to it. If it is just experience levels, whatever, something that you could easily grind over the course.
That is what it is. Because what it is, from what I've read, is it's people, they hit these walls, they're stuck. The simple answer is to go and buy a bunch of levels to boost.
Yeah, instead of dropping back to an earlier area and grinding for 20 hours.
Yeah. I'm sure it's not quite that, but yes.
No, but that's how it is in every other fucking RPG game. So I'm fine with that. Like, I have no problem with that happening because whatever, you're just bypassing time. You're not doing anything malicious to other players. You're not fucking the company out of anything.
Yeah.
You're just not wanting to put in that time.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think when you get into, I can buy the best weapon in the game and all of a sudden just shred anything and everything that walks into your way, including other players, including bosses, all that shit, that's where it becomes a bigger problem.
Well, have you seen, I see it mainly on my TikTok and stuff, but all these major streamers, have you watched everyone gets pumped to go into these very late game bosses and stuff and get one shot?
Good. Fuck it.
Like, there's a couple, like, same thing, Easter egg or super rare weapons, super strong characters, and they go in and cool, badass cinematics and stuff like that. Laser beam dead.
Once again, how long has that been happening for? When did the Leroy clip come out?
Exactly.
Long time ago. When did the Leroy clip come out for WoW?
That's what I'm saying, though. I love that. Guess what? These guys puff up their chests. I get it. You've done your 24-hour stream,
Yeah.
whatever. Doo-dooed on.
Yeah, it happens, man. And in these games, it's going to continue to happen.
As a developer, I think that's what you should be doing. Like, guess what? You think you're good. I'd be the one that if I was building a game, you put the triple hardcore boss as like a teaser 3/4 of the way through the game.
Yeah.
Get dummy by him and you're like, okay, you can try again later.
Or even like in your open world game, just have a boss that just cannot be beat, no matter what happens. Like, don't tell anybody.
Well, there's a lot of stuff like that in WoW that by the end of the game you had to figure out you have to have like a 50 or a 250-man team to take down like world bosses and stuff.
Yeah. Like, I love seeing that shit. I love watching developers fuck with the fan base. I can't remember what game it was, but it was kind of like it was like a Shadow of the Colossus game.
Yeah.
So it was an old PS2 kind of open world boss fighting game. And the boss that you would fight would mimic or block every single move, no matter what you did, no matter what. It read your controls like a fucking book.
Yeah.
And that's all it was. It read you like a book. The only way to beat this boss was to unplug your controller from player 1, plug it into player 2.
That's awesome.
So it was like a real world
Easter egg.
fuck you kind of thing from the developers.
I want to know who figures that out though. Like if it's
Yeah,
probably someone
right?
that just fucking rage quit, yanked their controller out of the fucking PlayStation.
And just grab the one sitting next to him.
Not even that, just like climbed up, grabbed his cord, didn't pay attention, plugged in. It's like, what the fuck just happened?
Why am I so unreal at this now? Like, I like seeing that shit, but back to what you were saying with Elden Ring, I have no problem buying experience levels, but I don't think you should buy equipment. That's where I'm going to stand.
Yes, and I'll agree to that and add my tidbit just being that I think you should be able to buy it if they're basing off, like in WoW you could transmog.
Yeah.
So you could buy old gear, like purely for aesthetics. If you had like one of those pieces of gear that dropped 2% out of some stupid boss, that's like honestly like a level 20 piece of gear, but it's super rare for the look, then yes, to go and spend, if you want to spend your fucking $50 on that just to look like that and be the dickhead, it's like, I got this piece of gear, fair enough to you, no problem.
Well, how often do we see that in CSGO?
Well, and that's just it. Everyone that plays these gamble pages, well, I don't know. We'll touch on those one day maybe. Those are different. That's real money. But yes, for the sake of the collectors or kill counters and shit like that, it's just a boast.
Yeah, I mean, you have a $900 op skin, but all it is a fucking paint job on a gun.
On a computer.
Yeah. Like,
well, that's what I mean. I give props to them for any game that does it to that scale. But again, that just shows that the lowest amount of probability for the millions and millions of gamers that play it.
Yeah, in arguably the biggest FPS of all time.
Yeah.
Honestly. Not CSGO, but Counter-Strike as a whole.
But even to finish up like what we're talking about, that's a prime example of, like, if you look at all these gamble pages, that company doesn't profit from the value of those skins. They take their, like you said,
just the transaction fee.
Yeah. And then you get it randomly generated, which I'm sure is weighed in their favor. It obviously is at the percentages.
Oh, it has to be.
And then yes, if you want to watch, I've literally watched streamers drop $1,000.
Oh yeah, I mean, how often did we see early Shroud just go through Counter-Strike cases like you and I go through fucking beers on a Friday?
All I'm gonna say is, if you want to do this right, we won't get into detail on this. You do it like an ex-streamer Phantom Lord did. He got big into CS:GO. He started his own gambling business that he didn't disclaim.
Yeah.
And he weighted heavily in his favor and won a fuck ton on stream.
Weird how that works, eh?
He's still in a lawsuit with Twitch. Just throwing this out there.
Winning, though.
Allegedly. Well, yeah, allegedly.
Supposed to be winning this lawsuit.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever. Buy your levels. That's what I'm getting at. I'm okay with it.
Okay, we're coming full circle. I wanted you to weigh in on this liquor. You poured a second glass.
I did. I mean, it gets better.
It does, actually.
Like, I'm not tasting as much pineapple. Like, that's just a flavor I hate. I'll be a baby about it.
No, but do you agree then that weighs in that it's probably a little more mild?
Yeah, 100%. I think if you're drinking it straight, I tasted it a lot. With the Sprite, with the lime, it kind of gets neutralized a little bit, and it just tastes like a smooth rum on Sprite.
Yeah.
There's nothing fancy to this. It's not a spiced rum. It's not a dark rum. It's not like a hot rum.
Yeah, not at all, actually. Like this, to throw that out there, it'd be a good shooting rum. Like it doesn't burn going down.
No,
you
not
get
at
a
all.
little bit of flavor and it just goes down smooth.
And if you don't like the spiced and you don't like the white, because I don't like white rum.
I hate white rum.
I hate white rum. But I'm not a big fan of spice. Like I'll get a Captain Moe's down, whatever.
Yeah.
But this is a very good rum for an average guy going to a party and getting drunk.
Drink responsibly.
That's why I said get drunk, not get hammered.
Okay.
But yeah, like that's all it is. That's all it is. There's nothing special about it, but it's not shit.
Right. So you're still comfortable on your rating, though?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with a 7 here.
Okay, fair enough. And the only thing I'm going to throw after drinking this is definitely do it with a lime. I think that really helped it.
Yeah, I'm curious because we will have more tonight. Yeah. Like, we're going to a party. We're going to have more.
Yes.
I'm curious to see just what the rum and lime is without the Sprite.
Well, we will find out.
Yeah, absolutely we will. Oh, we forgot to touch on it. My Cabo review, or Cabo Wabo.
Oh, yeah. We didn't get any live clips from our party that time.
Did not get any live clips last weekend, but I believe the reaction I made was the same as on the podcast, that I didn't like it at all.
I would be lying to the podcast if I said I remembered that vividly.
Fair enough. On that note, I think we're out of here. We are running on just over an hour as usual, so I think that wraps it up. We're doing fine. We got Honda and Sony we want to talk about next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring in a little bit of my own special next week. We've touched on it in the past. It's a little more. We'll bring it up. We're seeing record highs in fuel, so I'm gonna bring up some EV stuff.
Interesting. I hate EV. That's okay. We have whiskey next week. I'll tell you right now. We're doing whiskey next week.
Okay.
Very famous company backs this whiskey.
Excellent.
It is the whiskey of the blank.
Okay.
And if you can fill in the blank, then good for you because it's a pretty obvious one.
Okay.
Aside from that, I want to do an episode. We got to talk about this MLB lockout.
Right. I want to do that. And I forgot to put it on the list today, but something we may touch on next week that'll be fun. There's a couple of records broken at the Combine.
Yes, there was. That's going on this weekend. We are waiting for it to finish. We got to talk about that next week.
Yep.
Got to talk about the MLB lockout next week. Drinking whiskey next week. One of your favorites, I know.
Excellent. It's growing on me. I will throw that out there.
And we're unfortunately talking about EV vehicles.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Fair enough. As always, we appreciate everybody hanging out. We go up every Sunday on Spotify for sure, and YouTube keeps fucking us, and sometimes we're up on Monday.
Yeah, we fight with that, but so be it.
Aside from that, we appreciate everybody hanging out. We're getting better on Twitter, and we're getting better on Instagram, and we still don't know how to work TikTok.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that.
Yeah.
And same thing, if anyone gets bold enough to want to give feedback, yell at us, make fun of us, suggest a drink, easily do it on Discord too.
Yeah. Check the Discord. If you don't know where to find us on any of these, you can check our link tree at linktree/thehardstuff.
Yeah, also on every fucking social.
Yeah, easy peasy. Thanks, guys. We appreciate everybody, and we'll catch you later.
All right, see you guys next time.